Okay. So if you notice, that's how I've been doing it. You understand? Trying to do the signal more like that, so you understand why I'm actually taking that trade up that level, or why, you understand, I'm looking for the market to do this. So today it's more of yeah, good evening everyone. So it's more of weekly recap. We would talk on, because I know someone messaged me, is it, yeah, Patience, if I'm not mistaken, messaged me and was like, boss, why did you say that the NFP of Friday would sell? You understand? So today is the day where I would look back, go back to the chart, and tell you why I was actually looking for NFP to sell. It was very, very easy. Like, I don't know, throughout all the news I've been taking off on gold. Like throughout last week, it was news, and last week was very, very profitable. I think I had like 5 wins and just one loss. And that loss, I know it wouldn't have been even a loss at all, because I entered when I didn't get a confirmation. You understand? And those that were with me, I sent them the signal when they actually confirm. Boss, please, can you send last week's meeting link? Last week. I sent it already. Yes, last week. I remembered. Yes. Check very well. I sent that because I remembered. I think I sent it already. Okay. I'll check again. I'll check again. So, like I was saying, so that's how I want to do it. So today is not more like teaching class. It's more like just weekly focus and weekly recap. We'll just call it a day. So because tomorrow it's already late, I need to rest against tomorrow, because it's a new day. I just prayed this week be more profitable, like it was last week. Yeah, because last week was really a good one. I tried as much as possible to use what I taught last week to trade off. You get, because I remembered I said, okay, we talked on neckline break, and it was purely neckline break we traded throughout last week. For those that were following up, you would see, just go back to all the signals I sent throughout last week and all those weekly breakdown I sent throughout last week. It was more of weekly neckline break, all neckline break. And you see why I said it is more of conservative way of trading. It gives you extra confirmation why you should take off trade. And even the news self was more of neckline break. So why you were saying, why did I sell this market here? Why did I sell this news? Why did I know that? Because even before the news, like an hour before the news, or yes, an hour before the news, I told some people that it was said, because it was very pure and clear. Now let me show you how I do it too. Let's start from the NFP. Let's just start from the weekly recap from Friday. I think so, because you have talked on Monday, Tuesday. No, I didn't trade on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because we had class on Wednesday, so we talked on that one already. And on Thursday, we were already on a demand zone. Exactly. It's just simple, but I will show you other one too, because I also use DXY, dollar index, yeah. So to when it comes to news, yeah, I compare dollar index and gold, since UXD is a quote currency on XAU USD. You understand? So I compare the both, and again, once the news comes out positive, I know that dollar or gold would sell. So I would break down everything now and show you guys here. Then would move to the breakdown of what's currently happening on the chart here. Okay, let's go. It's time. Let me admit all other people at the back end first. No, I've not started sharing my screen. Let me admit other people, yeah. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, so let me start sharing my screen. If you can see my screen, just let me know, yeah. Just type yes in the chat box if you can see my screen clearly. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so everyone can see my screen. So this is currently what I'm looking at, but let's go back to last week before we talked on before we talk on this one. This one is like other charts. Let me bring up other gold charts here. A new one here. Okay. So last week was a good one. Like I really enjoyed last week. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Let me delete all the charts here. So okay, so I think this was, when was this? Okay, this was the news here. It dropped from this level. So let me show you why I actually anticipated a sell on gold. Let's just start from NFP and try as much as possible to break it down here. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me start from the daily time frame for Friday. When was Friday? Friday. I think this was Monday. Friday. It should be Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm coming. Today's 5th. Okay. It seems like someone is trying something on the screen. Let me off it. Okay. Okay, so let's just, sorry for the delay. Let's just head straight to the chat. So overall now, from this daily time frame again, we know we've been selling, like it's been sell throughout, because since market has not taken out the recent highs, and like, you understand when I said took out this level, that's when I will know, okay, it's continuing to the upside. But since it kept taking out those recent levels, those recent lows, I knew that, okay, overall we are looking for a sell. You get right? We're looking for a sell. So, and actually last week, because I think this was this particular one was on Tuesday. This is the daily time frame? Tuesday. This one was on Wednesday, Thursday, and this was Friday. This particular candle was actually Friday. Wow, why is this one Friday? And this one is Monday. Am I mistaken? Then today is what? Today is actually oh, today is Monday. Imagine, I thought today was Tuesday. I was confused. Okay, today is actually Monday, so which is the candle we are currently at now. So this was Friday. This happened on Friday, actually. So this drop, why did this market drop? Why did I anticipate this drop here? Now, this is it. You remember I told you that gold moves from zones to zones, like from a particular key level to the next key level. So this was where we anticipated it to drop from, you get, but it fell to stop from this level, and we knew that the next level should be the next zone. So from the daily time frame, where can we map out the next zone? So I had to go to the 4 hours time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, let me mark those level out from the daily, so I will be able to identify it on the 4 hours time frame. So okay, this was actually a place where we were expecting it to retrace from, which it didn't. So we knew that the next level up or above was going to be the next level it's going to get, which was this point here. I mapped it out from the daily time frame, so I will be able to identify it on the smaller time frame. So this was the point where we anticipated it to drop, but it got to that point and it didn't drop. It's keep going up, it's keep going up. So I had to map out the recent level, you understand, on gold. Apart from this was the recent high, which it took out, you get created a new low. I had to look for the next level, and this was the point here. Let me show you guys here. This was it here. And I remember when I sent this signal, we were anticipating it to drop from this place, since it fell to let me draw the ball very well so the line will be at the center. Since it fell to retest from this level, over this level, I sensed that this thing, that trade breakdown before the news. I was saying if gold gets to this level, You understand? And take out a neckline that I would sew. I would sell. You get? So it was already, I already know so that it should sell from this level, because even news and everything, it's respected. Even if it wants to go against your, go in your favor, there must be a reason, and it doesn't just go anywhere. You understand? It moves from zone to zone. You understand? It moves from key levels to the next key level. So since this one fell to hold, the next one will be the one to hold, and that's how it works. I keep saying it. Just understand how good works, maybe from the bigger time frame. Identify the zones, and you'll be able to cash up that trade. I I know some of my like physical students or people with me that are trading good, actually, that I'm teaching good live here in Fire Pips too. Yeah, I know those that caught this buy from the peak, from the 15-minute time frame, that peak. And even when this news happened by 3 o'clock, they were in crazy profit already. But because I don't trade on Monday, I had to skip it because I really disciplined myself. Yes. Adidayo said she caught it to amazing, amazing, amazing. Because I believe, although I didn't check, I didn't really dive in to see why they bought from that place, because I didn't want to open my chart. I just disciplined myself to be like, how will I put it? Yeah, to not even open the chart, because I believe that if I open the chart, I might see a trade at the bank, end up trading on Monday, and I just want to beat my team not trading on Monday. You get? So okay, and yeah, that's just it. Okay, so this was the next level I anticipated to get into, and I told you guys that if a candle gets into this box, you understand, and goes above it, you understand, and close with a full body, you understand, the next one opens close with a full body, then it's an invalid zone, right? That was the anticipation. Okay, that was the anticipation, yeah. But I think this candle was still there when this one entered, this one came in, this one, and this one pushed up. I even was at one point thinking it's invalid already, because I remembered, yeah, I remember very vividly. I I was even thinking this would be an invalid zone, because when this one pushed up, but you saw what happened that year itself. Even when it pushed up, it didn't still close above it. You understand? Even the next one that came out didn't still close above it. Now let me show you why I still suggested that this trade would fall. Okay. Now there are two different ways to trade this particular market, this particular thing that happened here. If you have gone through the ebook, you would know the two methods. Apart from the neckline break, like breaking off or taking out this neckline, you would have known the other this thing, which is what the box trading concept. It's just like you join from the highest wick, where the highest points from the start to where the lowest ones started from, like this. And I think it's also again. Sorry, it seems like my this thing is down. If you can hear me, just type again in the message box. Yes, 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 you can hear me. I think my network is bad. It's pretty bad from here. Okay. So like I was saying, I said there are two different concepts of trading this particular market at this point. For those that have been going through the ebook, you notice that there are two different ways here. One, apart from the neckline breaking of this recent low to give us an extra confirmation that yes, this market is going to go down. There is another one for those that have been going through my ebook, the ebook, gold ebook. You know that there's a box there, like consolidating area. This is mainly this box trading concept or this box strategy. It's mainly when a market is consolidated. So those that have been going through this the ebook to understand this. And I know some people used to practicalize it, like I used to see some people's charts too. So now this is it. It's just like once it breaks, the place it breaks to is putting up pending orders below where it's going to break to, because any place it breaks to is where it's going to get. So that's how this particular one works. But apart from this, now because last week we were doing more of neckline break, you understand? So let's continue. Let me explain it in neckline break. So when this one pushed up, I was like at one point thinking this thing won't be invalid, but it failed to break this level too. You understand? It failed to break this level too. So this was the neckline where I sent that signal saying if it takes out this neckline, this level here, this particular one, if it takes it out, then it's going to sell. Because at this point, it's a strong resistance here. it's a strong resistance here. You understand? And we were anticipating a news coming down. So now this is why I told you that how I told you that I had 1 loss and 5 wins. This was actually the lost year. I was still in fire pips. Yeah, I was still in fire pips. So when this market came to this level, you understand, and this one opened and started dropping because the broker I was using, news period was coming through. So I knew that if I should place any trade late, the spread would be very high. You understand? So maybe this new candle just open, I just placed the trade, and the spread fits the trade at this level somewhere here. I think it shifted it because the market was at that moment volatile. So I wanted my pips calculation to be still accurate, because if it starts breaking this level and I enter later, it will still push it down, and the stop loss will be beyond what I actually. So this one, it was from me. So it's like me disrespecting everything, you understand? So when I entered that in early, I knew that I made a mistake. Maybe I placed that trade, I knew I made it because my stop loss was somewhere here, you understand? So that was only the loss I had. But this thing, others that were with me, I didn't tell them to enter the trade, because me, I was very, I tell you guys that I'm very aggressive with my entries, you understand? When the market started doing this, and that's when I told them to place their own trade, you understand? When it started doing this thing here, I told them to sell again, because it was respecting a level here, which I believe was on the 15-minute time frame. Yes, and it was at this point here, this level, when it failed to break this level and was doing this, especially this pattern here, this black gold and this black, this was where their entry was, and their stop loss above this level. You understand? Before that news happened. Now, apart from this, again, what's also added to my confidence is that truly, because news can happen and it will just spike up. You get what added now. This is it on the DXY. Let's go on the DXY. Let me also show you why I was really sure of that sell. It was at this level too. The market, you can see the time, the Friday. This was throughout Friday. You can see this was throughout Friday. It was at a strong support area. Let me show you. Was it on the daily time frame? I saw that level was a strong one. Let me see. This is DXY. This is dollar index. DXY, you can see it here. US dollar index. So this is more of the currency dollar. Yeah. So this is it here. It's just majorly simple, like, yeah, just exactly what break and retest you get. When the market broke this recent high here, came back with this candle, so it was at that level, you understand, there's like a break, a retest, to shoot up again, right? So that was where the market was. It was still consolidating at this level, which I knew that it was at a strong support area. Yeah, it was actually at a strong support area. So if you dive down to the 4 hours, you would see this candle it was printing at that moment. It was printing this kind of candle at that moment, showing that that level holds. So apart from that, there was a neckline which I drew. You would see it here. You see the analysis I did on that Friday is still there, which was this level. I drew the line. You can see that line here. Let me tap it, and you see that line. If you don't see, let me still go down to the smaller time frame. You can see the line here. So I was the one that drew it. I said if this market break this neckline, then it's actually going to buy aggressively, and I had to draw the next zone where we should be anticipating the buy to come to. You understand? So, and it happened when the news came out. It's pushed up, came down, still breakouts, because the news actually came out positive. It was 3 news that dropped on Friday. This was Friday, yes, June 2nd. Non-farm employment change, yeah, unemployment rate, and I think this was the news that dropped. And the highest of it all was, it came out positive, especially this non-farm employment rate came out really positive, you understand, which gave dollar more strength to buy, you understand. So apart from that, because news, if you start entering after the news drop, to me it's late, because what was about to happen has happened already, you get. So that was majorly why I took that sell on gold, because dollar is what they quote. I hope this is the pair I was analyzing. Yeah, dollar is the quote currency. Yeah, you understand. This is the base. XAU is the base, which is gold. Then USD was the quote here. So anything, if dollar is buying, if DXY is buying, gold should be selling. That's just how it works. You understand? And if DXY is selling, gold should be buying. It's just like moving on the opposite direction. You get, just if you see now, this one is like going down, going up, and if you go to DXY, you see that it's going up, coming down. You see going up, coming down. So they just move in the opposite direction. You understand? It's just like two different places moving in the opposite direction, but doing almost the same thing. You can see this news today news spiked up, and if you go to DXY, it spiked down. Is it here? It spiked down. So that's one. That's just one trick there. It's not actually a trick. It's just DXY is for dollar. They have the one for GBP USD. Those trading GBP USD. Now, what's the pair? What's the index for GBP USD? Sorry, let me search it. Let me search it. I've actually forgotten the remind me. Let me see the index for GBP USD. GBP index formula. Because I believe it's that I've actually forgotten the index formula for GBP. I've forgotten this thing. But there is an index too for GBP. There is for JPY also. There is for Europe also. I can remember, like ZPXY. Let me check. Let me check. Let me search for it. I think it should come up if I'm searching for it. Pounds. I think this should be it. BXY. Yeah, this should be it. So this one is like the opposite of GBP, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is for pounds actually. Since pounds is the base currency, I think if this one is selling, GBP should be selling. I think so. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yes, exactly. And it's selling. So that's for that one. I don't want to dive into that one. So they have for JPY pairs too. So in case you're trading JPY pair and there is news coming on JPY pair, you can just use that one to know. Since if your JPY is the quote or base currency, or base currency like GBP now is the base currency, USD is the quote currency. So if JPY is the quote, which is in the backside, maybe something like USD JPY, and quote DXY is actually in a support zone wants to buy, you see that JPY might be in a resistance zone wanting to sell. You understand? So it will give you more confidence on USD JPY, what to do. You understand? You know, okay, dollar wants to buy, JPY wants to sell. You understand? Then you just come into your page GBP JPY and just start buying and all that. So that's it. I know it's very complicated. Now it seems like I've even forgotten. I've left what we were going to talk, and I'm doing something entirely different. Okay, so let's continue. So that's how I knew that this market would actually drop. Okay, that's how I anticipated this drop. And now let's look at the forecast now, like what I'm actually expecting from now, like from looking at from the chart now, what I'm anticipating or what I'm looking at for. Now let me still clear the chart and let's analyze together. Okay. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm still doing it from the, let me start from the weekly. Let's start from the weekly time frame. So this is a weekly time frame, yeah? This is the weekly time frame. This is a zone where we're anticipating that drop to, right? We're anticipating the drop to get to at least before that retracement, you understand? And I think the retracement is already happening here. We should get to this point. But again, you need to map out this level where we are anticipating a drop to, because it must come to this level. It shouldn't just go. So even if it goes up to this level to test this point, it should still drop to this point. You get, so this is the main zone where we are expecting it to get to before any kind of retracement or that. You understand? Apart from this one. And this one, I guess this one already triggered already with this particular candidate that came way up to this point. it triggered this one, but it's still coming to test it itself. Yeah, but let me just map that one out. So this because I just believe that gold just move in zone to zone. So if it gets to a particular zone, I should know what I'm looking at, either scalping or doing anything, but I should know what I should be doing at that point. You understand? So that's just literally it. Okay, so this is where we're anticipating gold to get to, and we see that it just came with a week. We didn't really get into that point, which I'm still expecting it to drop to. You understand? Which I'm expecting it to drop to. So this candle, even if this candle closes here, the next one that is coming should be a black candle to drop. You understand? So overall, I should be looking for a sell. Yeah, because this market already touched a strong zone before that news happened. You understand? Drop to the side. So it's like a break. We failed to retest it. It went up to test this entry level. You understand? The next zone. You understand? So that drop, I'm anticipating it to at least drop to this level, because this one didn't really get to that point. So the next one should be the one that would come to this level. So it's just like, okay, tomorrow, which candle? This is a daily time frame. Just note. That's what I'm saying. So because most of you might be like, why is he just looking for one candle? It's a daily time frame. So this one candle is the whole move for today. That's why you saw that gold was buying throughout today. So I'm anticipating more of sells. You understand? But for now, let's still dive down, because you can't just conclude from this particular level. Let me remove this line so I will not get confused, because this is the overall anticipated area. So let's still dive down to the 4 hours, and I'm still doing it the way I analyzed. So we are looking for previous highs and previous low, like key levels. You understand, where we should be anticipating a retracement from. Since we are looking for sell now, you see, now we have identified what we should be expecting for tomorrow. So where should I be? Main question should be now, where should I look for sell? Because I will not just come here, okay, since the next candle should be dropping, I'll just come here and place sell. No, market won't just go in one direction like that. You understand? A candle, like a full body candle, like you see throughout today. Today was Monday. Yes, this was Monday. You see, started coming down first before going up. So it will just start selling like that. It can just go up before dropping, and falling up, it might just break and keep doing this thing. So it's just you being flexible. But this is what I'm actually looking at for tomorrow. We can see something else. Wow, running out of time. I thought I upgraded my Zoom already. It seems like it's expired already. Yeah. So let's just do it real quick. Let's do it real quick before my time goes out. It seems like they just updated me that I have 10 more minutes. I don't know that my subscription expired already. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I will try and subscribe after today's class. So let's just do it real quick. Since today it's not more like a class, it's just like a weekly recap and forecast. So this is good. 4 hours time frame. So this is the recent high. Remember, we use 4 hours and 1 hour to map out the recent highs and low, like key levels. So that's what I'm doing. 4 hours, I'm seeing this is the recent high, this is the recent low. So I'm mapping it out, right, real quick. So it's very easy. It's not something very hard. Okay, so let's map it out. So this is the recent high, this is the recent low. This is actually one of the things I should be looking at for. Okay, so this was a level which it took out. It's at that point here. It's at that level there. But let's still go down to the 1 hour and see what's actually happening. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame, you see that there are other levels too, which is we are seeing a recent level here too. Like after this push to the upside, this was the recent level too. This point here. So all of them are very vital. They are very important. Forget the fact that they are all from different time frames. They are very, very vital. And I'll explain why. Okay, so this is another level too on the 1 hour. This one corresponds with that of 4 hours, because this was a place with the retracement before pushing up. So if this now, this is two things I'm looking at for. I've plotted that of 4 hours. I'm seeing a message. Okay. I've plotted that of 4 hours, I've plotted that of 1 hour. This one still corresponds with that of 1 hour. Let's see the 30-minute time frame, because it's also speaks its own. So the market is actually at a level 2. I see why this market is hesitating from this level here because of this particular small retracement of this point here, of this level here. So that's why the market is doing its thing. So now it's just literally 2 things. Very easy, because this new week I might decide to trade that neckline break again, because I think I'm liking it. The market condition or the market movement for this period moves with it. You understand? Like break of this, even that news, I forgot to tell you guys, when it's even if you didn't enter here, break of this neckline would have been an entry here. Maybe you broke out this line. See, no retracement at all. So even if you had entered yourself, put your stop loss above or above here, you'd have still caught the move. You understand? So break of neckline. Even this one too, this buy, even if you missed it here, break of this neckline from the 30-minute, even on the 30-minute time frame, even on the smaller time frame, break of this neckline, this would have been your entry, the second candle, your stop loss below the candle that broke it, and you'd have caught this buy. So that's that one for that one. Okay, so let's continue. So we have 2 levels that this market should come test before a drop. That's it, because I'm expecting that sell. But this is now like me looking for where should I be expecting that sell from. Now, since we've identified this one is from 4 hours, this one is from 1 hour, those are the levels where I'm anticipating a drop from. So it's just literally 2 things that might happen here. Just 2 things, because this market is already at a level. If I even showed you my previous analysis I did before this class, you would see it here. So this was actually it here. This is it. So it's just me being flexible. Apart from this bigger you see that there is other key level which I would show you too on this one. So now this is it. Seems like some people are just coming in. It's actually late. So remember, this was from the 30 minutes time frame. This zone was from the 30 minutes time frame. We saw one here. Apart from that one above, this is it where a retracement happened. Yeah, we know we pay attention to that of the bigger time frame, but also most of the time these smaller time frames to pay bigger roles. Since it fell to hold from here, this is another strong one on its own, a strong level on its own, a strong one, which could give you entry to either buy or sell from tomorrow's market. So it's just you being very flexible. That's why I don't like having one bias. I don't like having one bias. There was a period where we were actually looking for a sell off 1 point, and the market, was it here? I think this was it, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was the level where we were anticipating a break off, but the market refused to break, and it started buying, and I caught that buy when it booked the recent high. I caught it, but I wasn't able to send it because some people be like, why are you selling and buying? You told us to wait for a sell. Why are you buying? It's just you being flexible with the chart, you understand? So that's it for that one. Okay, so let's continue. So this level is also very vital. So if I go down to the 15 minutes, remember I drew one funny trend line up this level. There was a trend line, and let me go to the 5 minutes. It to look more nicer. So there's also like a trend, a bounce here, a bounce, which is where the market is actually at. So now it's 2 things to happen for this market to either do this. I don't know. I just like waiting for the market tomorrow to just come in. So it comes here, come back, maybe it goes up again. Then coming back to break this neckline. Once it breaks this neckline, it might be an entry for me to write it way down to this level. That is if this happens, you understand? But I doubt this should happen. But if it happens, fine. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy writing it down, way down to that level. Okay, now this is also what might happen soon. Okay, let's go. 15 minutes time frame. So if it fails to hold from, like if it fails to hold from here and come down, it might likely break out this particular level, then come back to change it as like a support. Then we buy to the way up to this level, because this, since we are anticipating it to come to this level, we'll buy way up to this level. Then it's only when it gets to this level, show us like a bearish structure. Let me zoom this out. So we'll just see it very well. So once it comes to this level and show us like a bearish structure, like something like this, comes back to take out that low, then we start selling way down to that point where we are expecting, because that sell will be a long one. This will really be a long one, since my bias for too much will be a long sell. Then we can sell to this level. Then, but first, that's just it. If it fails to hit here, come break that neckline and start selling to that level, fine. Then once it breaks here, turns this place to support, come back to take out this neckline, we enter for a buy. Once it gets here, or here, just depending on, remember how I told you guys to always know if the zone is very valid. Why I'm rushing is actually because of Zoom. Zoom gave me a limited time. I forgot that my subscription has actually expired. So I'm just saying 10 minutes from now, and it's already showing 2 minutes from now. So that's why I'm rushing. So don't mind me, guys. Just pardon me. I should fix it tomorrow morning or this night after this class. But this particular one is being recorded. So this is just literally what I'm looking for. If you go to my chat, you see, you just see this one I'm using for my your own. You see exactly what we just analyzed. A trend line was actually coming from the upside, yeah. Yeah. So this is just what I am seeing. If it fails to hit, if you hit here, come down, do its thing, break that neck, and then I might catch that sell from you. But I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow because I'm trading. I'm actually trading. Yes, it's being recorded. It's being recorded. So I'll upload it and send to. Yeah, it's being recorded. So it's already 1 minute, guys. It's not even enough to answer questions. But since today is not our training day, so I think, yeah, I think that should be it for now. That should be it. The class is being recorded. Everything is being recorded. So I think that should be it. I'm seeing Divine. It seems like you have question. Please drop it on the chat box. Let me just send a voice note and answer it. Yeah. Okay, remember to add last week. Last week, why did I send last week? Let me check live here before we call it a day. Let me check if it was actually recorded and why wasn't it shared. Okay. Wow, okay, it wasn't shared. I don't even think it was recorded. I think I was using my phone then. So yeah, tell me if you also have questions, just drop it in the chat box. The community where we can relate in chat, sorry. So drop it. That's all for now, guys. Like, really appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll keep you guys updated by tomorrow. And this video will be sent to